Hello again. I have a little more information on the connection between the strong delusion mentioned in Second Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 9 through 12. What I have noticed through the years of interviewing many people and doing a lot of research, and I've been doing this since 2014, I've that there are two timelines that were merged, the CHIC and CHIK, and now it's CHICK. And what that causes is even more confusion because there are we all remember different things. Some people remember changes that were one way, and other people remember changes that were another way. I'll give you a couple examples. In the Bible, I remember it was Moses' rod that was cast down before Pharaoh. But the CHIC people remember it was Aaron's rod. And now it's Aaron's rod. We both, CHIK and CHIC people, we both remember that the Lord's Prayer said trespasses, but now it says debts. We also both remember that it said men don't put new wine into old wineskins, but now it says bottles. And in Isaiah 11:6, the lion shall lie down with the lamb, is how I remember it used to be. Now it says the wolf also shall dwell with the lamb. The wolf refers to Satan. And what this is telling you for those with eyes to see is that Satan is coming. The Antichrist will be on the scene shortly. The people, how this ties into the strong delusion is the people that don't believe there are any changes, that say it's always as it ever has been. The people who believe that nothing is different and say that we are misremembering or confabulation or whatever kind of lie. I believe these people are under the strong delusion because it says God will send them strong delusion because they receive not the love of the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. So they should believe the lie and in so doing be condemned because this lie culminates with the Antichrist and they're going to follow him more than likely. A lot of people who are in the church, who are preachers, they don't see the changes. That tells you that a lot of people are not serving God. A lot of people who are in the church are not serving God. They did not receive the love of the truth. They had pleasure in unrighteousness. You can see how everything's going. The apostasy in the church these days is crazy. I never thought I'd live to see this. So, what I believe is that the strong delusion has begun. And this also brings me to another point. I had a comment on my first video, and it made me think a lot. I was saying that we were not in the tribulation yet. And I'm on the fence about if we have begun it or not, but I'm beginning to believe, because of this comment, it's possible we have begun the tribulation. Because the rider on the white horse who was given a crown and a bow and sent out to conquer and conquering, a commenter pointed out to me that the ancient Greek word translated as bow is toxin. And that's funny because corona means this virus had a crown on its head. So this rider on the white horse was potentially the coronavirus because the bow was the crown, the crown was the corona spike protein coming out of the top of the virus, and the bow is because it's a toxin. And if you think about it, this is one of the worst things that's ever happened. They released some sort of bioweapon on the whole world, and then attempt to inoculate us with another bioweapon. So this is part of the depopulation effort, which is exactly what's going to happen in the tribulation. So I was thinking the tribulation was starting this year, but because Russia invaded Ukraine, it seems to be turning into a thing with NATO and Russia. It looks like it has the potential to be World War III, in which case that could have been the second horse, the rider on the red horse, who's given power to take peace from the earth and make war. And if you notice, we look like we are facing food shortages in the near future. That would cause famine. We are headed toward an economic collapse. We can all see that. That appears to reflect the rider on the black horse and the rider on the pale horse. The collapse of the economy and plagues spreading. People being killed by that. I believe that there is a pole shift coming. I believe that we're in the process now. And I'll tell you about the second vision the angel showed me. My angel, the same one that came to me and revealed himself to me and showed me the vision of the earthquake and the rocks hitting the ground in California. And by the way, let me go into that a little bit deeper. I had never been to San Diego, California. And I had this dream, and I kept telling myself, it's not real. It can't be real. I didn't want to believe it was real. Then about a year later, I moved to California, to San Diego. The very first day I was there, I went down to the beach. And when I looked one way and looked the other, my heart jumped in my throat. Because I looked and I saw that white roller coaster. I saw the buildings. I saw the pier. I saw where it went up and out to the point near Tourmaline. And then I recognized this was the beach from my dream. And I was terrified. I only lived there a little over a year, less than a year and a half, because I started sleeping with my shoes and clothes on. I was scared there was going to be this huge earthquake that I've already seen. I want to be ready to run. So I just had to leave. I got out of there. And thank God I did. I'm so happy I moved away from California and back to Florida, where we have the best governor in this country. Thank God for DeSantis. Now that I've gone on that, let me get back to what I was talking about. I think what's happening right now is not being noticed by the general population. They think it's going to go away or get better. They believe that normal is coming back. But I'm here to tell you, normal is not coming back. And it's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. I'll tell you who is coming back, though, and that's Jesus Christ. He will be coming back soon. And when he does, it'll be too late. You need to repent and believe in Jesus now while you have the opportunity. Anyway, I'm going to keep this one short again. I don't want to go long. And I'll be back tomorrow, and I will continue filling you in on some more information that I'm aware of. And until then, this is Sean, seeking truth. Be blessed.